went to look for your live feed. You got too many listed. You got 8 days ago, 1 day ago. I can't find the live stream. You got too many.
Well, that's because it wasn't running. I just turned it on right now. I had to type in a thing here to get it situated. But what I did, Rich, the last time you probably heard the live feeds, is I was having issues where I'll tell you what I was doing, and it will make perfect sense. What I was doing is I was using my monitor in the theANAN to use that to transmit my audio into the internet. And the problem with that is it worked good, but I would have to turn the monitor very loud for it to be loud enough where it would come across good across the internet. The problem with that is I use headsets, so by doing that, I just made it so goddamn loud in my headset I couldn't hear, myself. Every time I talk, it would kill me. Oh, thank you, baby. Come here.
Okay, it's working perfect right now.
It would come across good across the internet. The problem with that is I use headsets, so by doing that, I just made it so goddamn loud in my headset I couldn't hear. Yeah, baby. Myself every time. This is the other thing too, is I forget now, is I have to keep track. Now I'm able to talk without actually keying the radio, and you guys can hear me. So I have to keep that in mind. You hear me say some dirty stuff over here, like "Come here, baby." So I got to keep that in mind, man. That's going to be a learning curve right there, because when I unkey, sometimes I'll say, "Oh, look at this stupid ass," or something like that, and I'll forget.
All right, let's see if that helps.
If you're still listening to the video there, Rich, I was just talking to you over the video. That's something I couldn't do before because I had to key the radio to do so. But that's a good and bad thing here, because sometimes I'll unkey and say something sarcastic, or I'll be talking to the wife and say something dirty, or whatever, and I have to remember that everybody can hear me talking now.
You can set a button up so you can hit a button to kind of key the mic to go over the internet. Yeah, my audio's not working. My captured audio's not working for some reason. I don't know. I'm not sure why.
What do you mean your captured audio?
Steve's audio from the radio.
It was working. I was listening to people come across.
I think you were actually hearing it from my headset.
Okay, do you have VAC turned on?
Yep.
Okay, and so just go into OVS. You can set up a second thing if you don't already have one. If you do have desktop audio and microphone audio, depending on where you're coming in. Like Chris doesn't need desktop audio because he's running the virtual stuff, so everything's kind of running one way, so he could use his mic and kind of get the same effect through voice meter potato. But just go in and just pick whatever your output is of your DAX is, or your VAC, I should say, and that should work.
Yeah, I even changed it. Let me see if I could figure this out a little bit here. I'm going to delete all these other ones and start scratch.
Now, Jay, you running the potato like Chris?
No, it's all rack gear.
All right, now I don't have anything. I'm just using the Focusrite SM58.
Yeah, I'm running straight rack into the computer now too. So everything is. I do have the computer size toned down, so you don't hear a lot of the processing stuff that's going to go over the theANAN because it's unnecessary. But so when I'm talking, they are hearing a rack. You're definitely hearing the Neumann. You get to hear all that stuff, but you don't get to hear. You won't hear like a lot of the lower end stuff because it's pointless going across YouTube. It's just going to make it sound crappy.
Now, you sound great. You guys sound awesome. Not a problem. And I don't even sound that good. But I'm not using anything. I have a lot of problems. When I try to use all that type of equipment and the EQ, I really don't know what I'm doing yet, and I just can't find what I'm looking for. At least it seems that way anyway. I can keep messing around, and I don't know. But I keep changing the setups. I'm on Pi. I'm on Thetis. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe when things start to settle in and I get my room together and I'm on one radio only, then that's probably when I'll find something I'm looking for.
Well, that's the thing. You're trying to. You got too many spoons in the pot, as they say, as my mother used to say. Too many spoons in the pot. You got to figure out what you want to do and play with that. There's nothing wrong with having multiple stuff to play with, and trying different things, and that's fun. But it gets a little overwhelming after a while. Me, I'm still, I don't fiddle with much, and I get it working. I get it to where I like. And that's a double-edged sword too, because what happens is I don't use it enough, because I spend all the time hours upon hours setting it up, and I finally get it set up, and then I don't touch it because it's running perfect for like a year. Then I go to adjust something, I can't remember what the hell I did because I didn't do it. I did it a year ago.
I enjoy building this stuff. I put together 2 7-inch pies with the screen, everything built in. I did 2 of those, 2 8-inches, a 10-inch. I did that. I'm building custom boxes with aluminum boxes. I'm gonna actually make something. I don't know when. But I bought all the components I need. I have the rotary control. What is it? The encoders and all. I have encoders for shift width, mic gain, RF power. I got the encoder for the VFO. I got a nice 10-inch widescreen that's going to go in there. But I don't know when I'm going to do that. Maybe over the winter sometime. But it's going to be, when you see the anon controllers, the real, it's going to look like that, maybe better.
I hear you. Yeah, I'm just fooling with the NR2, NR3 and stuff, so you can hear the difference later on when you want to go back and check. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun. You get to play with it a little bit, and I should say it's fun when it works. It's not so much fun when it doesn't.
Well, my problem was when I bought the Saturn, they put that Pi in there. I really wanted the Andromeda, but not that many people were able to get that Andromeda. The Andromeda was nice because there was an actual PC inside of it. I don't think they used the same FPGA board that I'm using now, so I don't know if it would be better. But the Andromeda was the same as the 7000 pretty much, but they put a computer in there. And it was really nice with the screen and a lot easier to use. But with the Pi and the Raspberry Pi compute module, it wasn't fast enough. That compute module 4, it was kind of lame. If you did run it, you would want to run it with, P2 app and then run the Thetis. It worked fine running P2 app. It's plenty of resource. But if you were going to run the radio as you bought it with the controller and the screen as standalone, it wasn't fast enough to do that. With the Raspberry Pi 5, let me tell you something. It's a total game changer. I have the thing flying. I could run full Protocol 2. I could open up the screen. I could look at 1.5 meg on each VFO. No errors, no clipping audio, nothing. So it's pretty cool. However, the only issue I have.
Oh, did I lose my radio, or did Richie break himself?
I think he broke himself.
Dude, I got NR2 on, and he stopped talking. I thought my radio shut off. That's how quiet it is.
Yeah, I got my audio all the way up. I wonder why it's not.
Are you watching my my stream
audio isn't going louder? I just turned my mic audio down. No, I'm trying to figure out why my audio is so low.
I have yours on. I don't know if I have the. Yeah, baby. Yeah, I'll come in lower.
Louder.
I don't hear anything coming from your audio stream now. You did. Well, okay. Actually talk. Let's see if I hear your transmit. Oh, never mind. Jesus Christ, I'm not even caught up to the live here. I'm like way behind. Let me pull it all the way up. Hold on.
I think he broke himself.
Okay, say something so I'll see if I hear you now.
No, I'm trying to figure out why my audio is so low.
Oh, there we go. I hear you.
I think he broke himself. No, I'm trying to figure out why my audio is so low. I had the desktop audio on and it kept replaying it over and over and over.
Yeah, I know. It's making me crazy.
I think I just turned it off. It should stop.
Crazy. KZ2N.
And Rich, are you back yet? I think Rich blew up over there. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. N1 DRS.
Take a pull.
Yeah, something happened to Richie over there. I don't know, Jay. Anyway, David helped me set this up with the broadcast thing on YouTube. I'm going to refine it a little bit. I definitely think it's cool. And, we got that new group down there on 1919, after 9. Well, I guess that rhymes. 1919, after 9. And a bunch of great guys down there. And I'm definitely going to run this tonight down there with them. And let them check this out. So you can really see your signal, what it looks like, how clean it is, or not so clean. And hopefully I've got I don't know if you listened to the stream, hopefully I've got the audio balance, good, where you hear me and also the receiver. I think NR4 is, I tweaked it a little bit with Doug's settings. Doug had some good settings for it. NR4 is pretty good.
Yeah, I'm using Doug's settings as well. I'm not looking at yours right now. Like I said, I'm trying to figure out why mine's screwed up. Got all my meters on there. I have everything separate, like separate captured windows, so I can move everything around separately. I'm not capturing the whole desktop like you are.
Oh, okay. Well, this is the first time I ever did it. So I figured, you know what I mean? If I don't, if I'm not capturing the whole desktop, then it'll just be all desktop icons around it. So I figured I'd just expand it and see how that went. Richie, ZUR, where the hell did you go, man? You cut out on us. KZ2N.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with the way you're doing it. I just capture the program itself. That way you're not seeing all my desktop icons.
Oh, well, I don't know how to do that, Jay. Is there a way I can fix that setting?
It's more than a setting. You gotta change your capture. But what I'm doing right now, like if you were looking at my stream, you can see I can can move my meters around, and you don't see nothing on the background except black background. You don't see the screen, my actual desktop.
Hold on, let me bring that up.
Yep, there you go. I just moved them around a little bit. They're not quite exact, but they're close enough for now. I gotta get the audio working. Not quite sure why the audio's not pumping out like it should. And I gotta get my LP100 software working so that meter works. Right now it's just showing a 1.2 to 1 SWR and no power output because I don't have it on. But if I do turn it on, let me see. I can turn it on. I can put it in demo mode. And then you can watch that meter. It's the one above the HF auto stuff. You can watch that stuff bounce around like it's actually working. Or maybe not. Looks like the UDI port's not working. Yeah, the UDI port's not working. I guess I gotta give this guy a donation to unlock the software. No big deal. W0JAY.
Okay, I think I'm listening to your stream. I'm just trying to figure out how to get to you. I went on your QRZ page and clicked the link.
Yeah, you click the link where it says YouTube Live or whatever. Click on that. Then it brings you to my YouTube page. And click on the live video. It should be the top one.
Okay, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so every single one of those boxes you see with the meters or radio, those are all different captures. So capturing everything separately, so you don't see the background of the whole desktop.
No, you don't. Yeah, no, I'm just, I'm looking. Oh, is that me? Is that me talking?
That might have been me, unless you, I don't know. You'll see you on the receive. And if you subscribe to my channel, every time I go live, it'll send you a little alert if you click on the notifications bell.
I guess I was. Sorry about that. I was in the other room.
I tried to click on it. It wants me to sign in. I'll subscribe, so I got to figure out how to sign in.
Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm telling you, don't do it.
I subscribe to your channel.
Yeah, but I'm pure sexy. Okay, I'm back. Where'd Richie go? Did he figure out what he did?
No, he hasn't come back.
Maybe he got a phone call or something. Who knows?
I don't know. It's kind of like he cut out, and it's like something didn't go with Daisy to him.
Give me some chatter. I want to see if I can get this audio to work.
Some chatter. Okay, yeah, I'm just looking at the sunspot cycle here, and the A looks fantastic. The K looks phenomenal. That one could be a little higher, though. It'd be nice if it was in the 151. That'd be great, but looks like the band's somewhat open. I gotta go to work here in a little bit. Okay, why is that just showing me 40 meters? Oh, okay, radio, shut that off. 20 meters looks to be pretty banging. 10 meters looks open too right now. What do we got going on 10 meters? Yeah, 10 meters looks to be open. I might hit up 10 meters, man, and see what's going on.
November 1, Whiskey Radio November on the 10th.
Are we on the 10s?
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, sir. And one, dearest.
This is Doug, November 1, Whiskey Radio November.
Hey, good morning, Doug. Whiskey 1, Whiskey Radio November. I get that right?
November 1, Whiskey Radio November. I am Ray's neighbor.
Oh, yeah. Doug, what's going on, man?
Not much. We went to the Northeast exhibition yesterday, you know.
Yeah, I didn't end up, I didn't go. I was going to go. I could have went. I was going to go Thursday and then be there for Friday. I was going to stay overnight at the hotel. But I don't know. I just, every time I go there, it's never good. So it's just not worth the hour ride. Plus I had to work yesterday too. So I didn't want to, deal with that. So I gave it up, but I'll be at Nairfest. I'll be there on Thursday. I get up there Thursday. I was going to stay at a hotel, but Jay and all those guys say they're camping, so I'm trying to figure out what they're doing. I haven't canceled my hotel reservation yet. I'm waiting to see what these knuckleheads are doing, but I can camp. I can do hotels. It don't matter to me.
Oh, yeah, I get it. But it was about a 45-minute ride for us, so this is Dave, right?
Yes, sir, yeah.
Is that with the Dunkin' Donuts suit?
Yes, sir.
That was tremendous. That made the whole DSM.
Well, I'm going to wear it this year, too. I mean, like I said, I don't wear it during the spring because, obviously it's way too hot. But it will be perfect weather here next month to wear it. So I'll probably wear it next. I'll wear it again next month. But I won't wear it in the spring. It's just too hot. But the fall is definitely warm enough. It depends. If I'm staying at a hotel, I might not wear it because I look like a goof. I had to go to the bank on Friday in that stupid Dunkin' Donuts suit, and man, I'll tell you, I was, I thought I was cool until I walked into the bank and everybody in the bank turned around and stared at me.
And then the security guys come up from the back and put you under arrest.
No, it was none of that. It was just, just looked kind of weird, But in my head, I looked cool until everyone turned around. Then I realized I wasn't. There,
I hear you on that one. Hey, how about the Red Sox Yankees? Huh? Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah. I wish they were playing a little bit better, but yeah, you can't have everything,
I'm talking about the Red Sox.
Oh no, I love the Red Sox. I could care less about the Yankees.
The Yankees played like the Little League team.
Yeah, I mean, the more money they spend, the worse they do. It's kind of weird.
Well, after next year, there's probably going to be a strike because the owners want to put a salary cap in.
Well, hell, if I was paying all that money and getting what they're getting, I'd want one too.
They should have a salary cap. These guys are ridiculous. I mean, you pay $750 million for Juan Soto. How much was Ted Williams worth then?
Well, listen, I'm all about them making money, and but the problem is nobody goes to the games anymore. It's too damn expensive.
And then you get that cookie cutter stadium in New York now. The old Yankee Stadium was wonderful.
Yeah, once you got inside, if you can get inside without getting killed.
Oh yeah, you got to ignore the burnt out cars on the side of the road in the Bronx, but but you get by that, you're fine.
Oh yeah, parking, getting a hotel in New York. I mean, there's no nice way of. I don't know how do you describe a shithole in a nice way.
Well, I went down with a bunch of guys from the church in a bus. It was $65 round trip, including the game ticket. So that was a pretty good deal. Get in and out,
Oh, 100%. I'm trying to see what this is saying. DX. Oh, I know why that's saying duplicate login because I'm logging in through. The other one here. Let me close that down. Okay, I think that fixed it. Yeah, it's not going to let me restart it up now. So yeah, we're just playing radio here. Got to work later on this afternoon. We're goofing off. These guys got me fooling with the YouTube stuff again, and that's really about it. Not much going on here, Doug. How's everything with you, man? How's the family? Everybody good?
Oh yeah, we're good. Yep, my daughter's got a new boyfriend. He's got a couple of kids, and we're doing our thing here. And I've managed to hopefully I can keep my job for a while because the company's being acquired. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Hopefully everything goes well, and I think everybody's in the same boat with that. I'm just trying to. I just got a promotion, but I didn't want it. But it was kind of one of those you take it, you got to take it. So, but we'll see. We'll see how it all goes. I'm just like I said. I'm on the other side now. I'm just trying to make my, just trying to get a few more years in, and go from there. The wife, she can retire in what is it, like 3 or 4 years here? I think it's like. I think it's 3.5 more years she can retire, but she's not going to. Me, I don't know if I'd want to retire either, but I just don't want to do what I do here anymore. So we'll have to play it by ear and see how it all goes.
Oh, that's good. I'm gonna retire in a couple of years, then I'm gonna go work for the Red Sox as a ticket agent or a tour guide.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Yeah, I hate Massachusetts. If I don't see anyone again, I'm happy.
All right. I think I got it. Don't mean it double. W0JAY.
All right, Dave, I'm going to catch up with you. I'm going to stand by here and let the frequency go to other people so they can talk. So, Dave, it's good to hear you, man, and I'm going to stand by. And 73, and looking forward to seeing you up at Nearfest.
Okay, Doug. Yeah, we'll catch you. We'll catch you up at Nearfest, man. And good afternoon. And if you see that old cranky bastard outside, tell him I said hi. November 1 Whiskey Radio Norway, N1 Delta Radio Sierra, 15 miles south of Boston.
Yep, N1 WRN standing by.
You don't have to go, Doug. I was just testing something real quick.
You can see that old cranky bastard outside, tell him I said hi. November 1 Whiskey Radio Norway, N1 Delta Radio Sierra, 15 miles south of Boston.
Well, I guess I got it working.
Yeah, it doesn't sound that good being played back over again, but yeah, I can hear myself.
Yeah, it sounds like crap getting played back over the microphone, but I had the VAC set up for digital. All I had to do was uncheck one box.
There you go. Yeah, it's always something. It's always something stupid. Let me see here. Let me bring yours back up here again. I gotta make sure I mute it. So it doesn't. Because I went outside the room earlier and I left yours running, so it was. Or left Chris's running. I don't know which one.
What I'm doing right now, if you're
and all hell broke loose. See, now your HD is working. Chris's HD wasn't. Yours, yours is transmitting at 1080p.
Yeah, I have it set up for 60 frames per minute. What else? I don't remember. But yeah, mine looks pretty good. Like I said to him, I'm only capturing each window separately. Like every box is a different capture. I'm doing it that way so you don't see the my background on my screen and all that stuff. Like you can see my mouse moving over the radio, but you don't see the actual program that I have over the radio that I'm messing with. I'm actually messing with OBS. But you can see my mouse, but you can't actually see what I'm touching.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care about that stuff. Like if you're watching mine, you can see like I'll pull my OBS over into the stream there, and you can kind of see right now. You can see that it's hearing double, and that was the problem I had before. So all I had to do is mute the stream like that, and that will take care of this. So I figured out how to do that now. It took a little bit. I was like, what the hell's causing that? But so yeah, I figured out that issue, and I'm doing, down here you can see. I mean, it's banging. It's banging. It's like doing upwards of 27 kilobytes per second. So I mean, that's I got full speed on this sucker there. Over.
Yeah, mine's doing over 10,000 kilobytes a second.
Shouldn't be doing that much. You're not transmitting that much. You're not putting that much over to do it.
I am, because I'm doing separate boxes, separate streams into one stream.
Oh yeah. That's wow. Yeah, that's a little overkill then. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I wanna. The problem is we got a lot going on. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff going on, and how much is it necessary for people to see? Probably not much. If I made this thing big like this, and people would probably be just as happy. I don't know. What do I know? And what up, Ozzy? And that dude, man. I don't know why he doesn't get on the radio and play. And I'll tell you, this bastard works overnight, right? So he's messaging me like crazy yesterday at 4:33 in the morning. Oh, God damn it.
Yeah, I saw you're capturing your desktop audio. I'm not doing that either. I wonder what the difference is.
Well, the difference is with me, the reason why I do it is, here, check this out. I'll show you. So, for example, if you're watching the video here and you got the volume up, listen to it here, and I'm going to unkey here and I'll talk to you. So you can see.
No, you don't need to
so I
do
have my
that,
own.
though.
But I have my own
I don't
slide
need
now.
to hear my desktop audio to unkey and hear you.
I know that, but what I'm saying is now I'm able to, I'm able to key up here and I can actually, talk during the video now. But where before I couldn't, I would have to be keyed. The only way I could talk into the video. So now I have my own separate feed running in. And the rack gear, like I said, is running directly into the computer. What's good about this now, Jay, is I'm able to do virtual audio. Like if I decide down the road I want to do virtual audio or run Potato or anything like that, I'm all set up right now to do it. Just install the software, and I'm good to go. Now, you should be getting it about now, so I'll be quiet and go back to the radio.
Yeah, I'm all set up that way as well. All I have to do is, so I'm not using the desktop audio, but all I have to do is I have a separate meter or audio mixer, and I unclick the mixer, unmute it. Well, I unmute the mixer. That way, or the one that's set to my microphone, and I have the rack gear going into it as well. And I just undo that, and I talk. And when I don't want you to hear me over the internet, I mute it, and that's it. You don't hear me.
Well, yeah. I mean, I can do the same here with like this right here. I'll shut off the stream audio. That's not something I was able to do before. Everything ran through desktop audio, and I would control it with the. Well, you remember I'd control it with the monitor. So the video would be kind of low on my audio. Now the audio level on mine is fantastic. As you can see, CPU usage is nothing. I still like to set up some more stuff. I used to have a whole bunch of different scenes and all that set up. I don't have those anymore. This program does so much stuff that I'm not utilizing. But I don't have time to fool with it. So, but I don't know. I don't know what else. I found, like, the live streams are cool, but I found if the best way to make the videos is just doing the start recording here. And then making the video, then editing, and then uploading it to YouTube. I found that to work better for me, but I still, I don't know why. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just goofing off, man.
Yep, nothing wrong with goofing off. Yeah, no, I have in the audio mixer section, I have one just for the input microphone of the computer. It's getting all that stuff from the rack. So I can use my little button thing here and click the mute button, to unmute it, and then mute it again to talk, without going over the radio, or I just key the radio and go up over it because of the monitor. I don't know. Maybe if I turn the monitor off. Yeah, even if I turn the monitor off, my audio is still getting picked up. So I don't need to have the monitor on. W0JAY. I don't know. Can you do email or text him?
I don't think I have Richie's phone number. I don't have Richie's phone number. I don't have Doug's phone number. There's a few of those guys I don't have their phone number. I don't think I do. But so yeah, if you got his phone number, text him, say what happened. Make sure that he probably just had something to do. It's not like he had a phone call and bounced off.
I do have his phone number, but he doesn't normally text. He's only good for calling, and I do not have Doug's.
Yeah, no, Richie's still using one of those flip phones, ain't he?
No, I think he's an Android guy.
Ah, he's an Android guy. One of the Android guys.
Yeah, I need to go outside and do some yard work. Doesn't look like it's going to warm up today. Only 75 degrees out there. Good day to mow the lawn.
Yeah, I gotta go. I'm forgetting to key the microphone now. I gotta go to work later, so that's the plan here. Trying to figure out why my thing keeps on saying dxusa.net duplication. So for some reason it's connecting up somewhere else, and I don't know where. So let me shut this off here for a second. I thought it was because I went through Holy Cluster. I don't know why that's double duplicating out. I don't get it. I don't know, man.
I don't know what to tell you.
Sweet chariot, Mom is gonna carry you home.
I just had to fix one of my meters. Alright, this should be good now.
Yeah, 1, 2. Yeah, it's so weird. Like, I gotta get used to, realizing that when I'm not keyed up, it's still recording me over YouTube. That's problematic around here because, I got a mouth like a sailor.
That's why you put it up there, not for kids.
No, yeah, I have it for now. Well, what's funny though is the only reason I do that is because it's usually pretty clean. I mean, for the 99.9% of the time it's clean, and but it makes the chat boxes disappear, so people can't send you a message or say, hey, nice video. All that disappears. I found that stupid.
Yeah, I agree.
I was trying to figure out where Ozzy went. He sent me a text, so he was listening, but he's probably still moping around the house in his underwear.
The Thunderwear. Yeah, I ain't heard him on the air in a long time.
Yeah, he's like a a serial shortwave listener now. He doesn't really talk. You know who I was on the phone with the other day? Chris. You know, Chris from New Hampshire. I was talking to both Chris's on the phone the other day. It was pretty cool. I haven't talked to Chris up in New Hampshire in a long time. He's a good dude. Wish he'd get back on the radio, too. But you know how it is. These guys have more excuses, than Kata got liver pills. Damn, Kata's dead, right? I guess that's not used anymore.
Yeah, those liver pills got him. Yeah, RGW. Yeah, I haven't talked to him in a while. I wonder if he'll be up there at Nearfest.
We were actually talking about that, and he was saying it's real close to his house now. It's like 20 minutes from his house now, so he has no excuses not to be. He didn't even know it moved. If he went, he would have went to the old one, so good thing we talked.
Comment?
Man, there's always room for comments. Come on in.
Yeah, good morning, all. I think that's Dave. This is Joe, N2ZRI. You spoke to Chris, RGW, up in New Hampshire. I was, his name came up the other day on another frequency, and people were asking about him. And I said, man, I haven't spoken to him in a long time. How is he?
He's doing great. He's getting yard projects done, stuff like that. He's, working, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, he's doing good. His antenna broke, and, he's in the process of trying to figure out how to get it back up and all that stuff. It's more laziness than anything else, but he just needs a little bit of, male criticism to push him over the line to start doing stuff and get his antenna up there.
Oh, man. Yeah, he used to be a regular in our group on 80 meters, and then I guess he had other things to do. But yeah, we spoke on the phone a number of times, but it's been, I've been remiss in calling him. I'm going to have to do that. As long as he's okay, that's the main thing. I'd like to see him come back to ham radio.
Yeah, me too. He was a fun guy to talk to. He's, knowledgeable with the, especially with the software, the software with the virtual audio and all that stuff. So he was fun to kind of poke around with, and I used to like busting his chops. I don't know if you ever met him. He's a big, tall dude, so I used to give him a hard time at Nearfest there.
I haven't met him in person, but he used to send me pictures. He is a tall guy, and he's got a nice piece of property up there. I remember him telling me that he pays a tax for the view, and that always stuck with me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, New Hampshire, like I said, it's a great place to buy, but yeah, your property tax, they kill you up there. But yeah, he's a good guy. Hopefully he's coming back soon. We were discussing it. I think he's going to be at Nearfest. At least that's what they say. But, Chris also says he's at Near. The other Chris says he's coming to Nearfest too. But every year Nearfest gets close and Chris he disappears. You can't get a hold of him until after Nearfest. So hopefully they show up. I'll be up there this year walking around in my Dunkin' Donuts jumpsuit there. Over.
Very good. All right, I don't want to hold it. I'll be listening, but just curious, where is Nearfest? It's probably too far for me to drive.
Well, they just moved locations. It used to be in Deerfield, New Hampshire, but it's located now in New Boston is where it's located. So right outside of Manchester. Not that far. I mean, from I don't know if you're on the island. So if you're on the island, I think it takes Chris like 3 hours to get here.
No, I'm in Poughkeepsie, just outside of Poughkeepsie, New York, near the Taconic, Route 55 in the Taconic. So I'd have to take a look. You said it's in New Boston?
Yeah, it's in New Boston. If you type in Nearfest, it should pop up on, I forget their webpage, but it's like nearfest.org or something like that. But it should pop right up. And it has the fairground. I forget what it was. I forget the name of the fairground now because I was just talking about it with Chris the other day. And it's like I said, it's a fun little ham fest. A lot of people go and they camp, and you can camp and hang out. And I like it better than Deerfield. I don't know if you've been to Deerfield before. Everything's a little closer together now, so people are not spread out and you're walking all over the place. Everything's kind of like more of a Dayton type of feel where everything's kind of right next to each other. So it's nice. It's got food, nice restaurants around there, and nice lodging accommodations into Manchester and so on and so on.
Yeah, it sounds very nice. It sounds like it's a big affair, too. When is this going to take place?
Well, it's next month. I can tell you exactly the dates here because I was just looking it up on my hotel app here, and it's going to be. I'll be there on the 2nd of August, and it's till Saturday. So it's Friday, Saturday, but I'll get there on Thursday. So it's the 3rd and 4th. There, over.
Okay, not August. You mean September or October?
October. What did I say? August? Yeah. October. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'll have to look it up. Thanks a lot, Dave. I think your name's Dave, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Man, you got some beautiful audio. All right, I'll stand by and I'll listen for a while. N2ZRI.
Okay, yeah, good to hear you, man. And like I said, you're more than welcome to jump in and talk. We're just, throwing the ball back and forth. And I don't know if you know Jay, but it's only so much I can talk to Jay before I want to hurt myself.
I believe if this is the same Jay, I believe I spoke to him a lot in the past, but not this last year or so. I think he used to be on somewhere around 7163 at some point. Jay, is this the same Jay?
Hey, Joe, what's going on? Yeah, long time no hear. Where have you been? Used to hit you guys all the time on 3822. W0JAY. Good morning.
That's the same Jay. Okay, good morning, Jay. Good to hear you, man. Your voice is familiar. Yeah, we were, actually, we do go back on occasion when 40 meters is not usable. We'll go back to 3822 if it's usable. It's kind of weird, some 40 meters is just a bust, but yet 80 meters is still functional. So Rich and I will go up there and call, and we'll go up to 3822. But it's not really frequently, but we do go when this band is no longer usable.
Yeah, I used to go in there, but I used to bounce around, but yeah, was it Rob in Greenwich? Heck, I haven't heard him in a long time either. Haven't heard him since he changed his call sign. Well, a few times, but yeah, no one's around anymore. I hear Dan will pop in every once in a while here and say hello, but who else was it? Some of the other guys I talk to once in a while, but not as often as he used to.
Oh yeah, there was Mike too in Connecticut. What was his call sign? ECB, I think. No, I'm forgetting. I'm forgetting what Mike's call sign was, but he's the one that had the smoker's hash. I don't know. I got to give him a call too. I hope he's all right. But anyway, I just wanted to make a statement over here. Change the subject just a little bit if I can. Have you guys seen anything about the new ICOM radio coming out?
If you're referring to the 7300 Mark II, is that the one you're referring to?
KB2 UKA.
Yeah, very interesting, but I got a feeling, with the information that's just available right now, I think they missed. Whoops, let me turn that down. I think they missed the mark. They had an opportunity there to really bring the receive into specs that would be in competition with the 710 Yaesu, and I think they missed the mark.
I don't know yet. I don't think there's enough information. I mean, what they added in with the way you can add in the filters with the SMAs and all that stuff, I think that's incredible. Add in an actual HDMI. I don't want to be the one who takes credit for that, but I think that was me. You should have been out at Dayton last year, or this year, I should say, and last year, but mostly this year. This year, I let into ICOM big time. I was all over them, and I was talking to one of the engineer guys, and we're going back and forth, and I'm like, dude, what's up with the DVI? Why not HDMI? He's like, well, it costs money. And at the time we were referring to the new one that they came out with, was it the 7710 or whatever the hell it was? I'm like, so it's money, but you're charging me $6,000 for a radio, but you can't. I said I can go to Walmart and buy a $100 TV with HDMI, but the $7,000 radio don't have it. And I was letting in on them. I was on fire out there at Dayton. I'll let you know, but I don't want to take credit for it, but I think I'm the reason it's got HDMI.
I think it's cool.
Well, that's a good thing that they put that in there, and they made some nice changes to it. But what I'm saying is, unless the receive will compete with the at least the 710, unless it's going to compete with that, all these fringe benefits there. I don't know if they're going to make that much of a difference in terms of sales. People will remember the 7300 and what a big bang it was. Yes. Okay, and it has a lot of beautiful features, especially the firmware. The firmware is beautiful in that radio, just as it is in the 7610. But you need to improve. I mean, today people do look at the specs. So if the receive is not going to be sort of like, on the same level as the 710, then there's room for improvement.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know the difference. I've never used a 710. In a lot of the specs, it doesn't mean much. It's all about price point. It really is, because let's be honest, hams are cheap. It's all about the price point, and most of the guys, they in a laboratory, or in the perfect scenario where you can hear below S1, most of these guys are lucky to hear below S5. So you're not really going to benefit from any of the stuff that's out there anyway. So you get what I'm saying. I mean, in the perfect scenario, you're probably not going to see it in the average ham shack there.
Well, that's a very good point. You're right. A lot of hams are going to look at the price point and say, well, you know what, this package is good enough for me. And that's true. That's true. And in fact, that was the reason why I bought the FTDX10. I just couldn't see spending, $3,300 or $4,000 on a radio anymore. And I sold my 7610, which I was kind of like regretted afterwards a little bit. But this radio's got it's got the receive that I want.
Sorry, Doug, I'll bring you in now.
So I kind of overlooked the things that I don't like about it. So you're absolutely right. Price point matters.
100%. And that's why I believe that the ICOM 7300 did so well. It was the price point that they hit, the options, so on and so on. But again, like I said, for the average ham, I don't think, listening below S1 is even going to be a factor. A lot of these guys, they want plug-and-play stuff, and, the features that they added into the 7300. Now, the receive, I don't know the specs on it yet. I haven't seen any specs on the receive. I watched a few videos live from Tokyo there, and I've seen some of the stuff that they're going to do, but overall, I haven't seen the specs yet, so I can't speak on it. But I'm going to buy one. I'll tell you that right now. I have 4 7300s right now. I'm probably going to sell 2 or 3 of them off now, and get ready for the new one to come out and buy it. So I don't use them, but I keep collecting the damn things. I don't know why. I bought one brand new, and then I got a couple of them. I got 2 at a really good price, and then 1 almost for a steal. So, but like I said, they're great. I thought they were great field day radios, but I was proven otherwise. They tend to have a little problems when next to a bunch of radios. They like to cause interference. So on the same band, if we're working CW, digital, and voice all in the same band with the 7300s, they tend to be a problem for a field day setting. But for parks on the air or anything like that, they're great radios. But good to hear you. I won't hold it all, Rich. I'm going to throw it back up in the air. I've been chatting here for a minute and let Doug and all the other guys get back at it. Nice to hear you, sir. N1DRS.
All righty. Thanks a lot. I'll be listening. N2ZRI.
All righty. Well, good morning. Good morning, Dave. Rich, I think. Rich, you're light on the island. But I do know you're there. And Jay, and I think Chris is in there. Oh, boy. Went to see the movie Weapons last night. A very good horror movie. It was awesome. Got home late, slept till 10:30. I don't think I've done that in 5 years. So, beautiful Sunday. Good to be on the radio with you, gentlemen. And I don't know who to have. Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, very good, Doug. Yeah, my wife and my daughters went to go see Weapons, and my wife said it was very good. Very strange, but very good. There are.
Yeah, and what's funny, the movie starts with a little girl, a voiceover. The story was a true story, and it happened in my town. And no, my daughter auditioned for that over a year ago. We didn't even realize it. As soon as the movie started, we're like, holy crap, that's the voiceover you auditioned for. It was done very well. No, she didn't get it. She just got a profession. It took a year and a half. She just got cast professionally in a short film. The director, the writer and director is a Sundance Film Festival guy. We're very proud of her. She's a big singer, musical theater, but she's at the age now. She's 12. It's very hard to get cast in professional theater at 12. Once you break 5 feet tall, they cast an adult. So now she's got to really focus on dramatic acting until she's like 17 again. But she's doing great.
Fantastic. I don't know where Jay went. Richie was out here, and Richie just was talking mid-sentence, Doug, and he disappeared, and we haven't heard him since. So I don't know if he blew up or he had a phone call or he had bad tacos last night. I don't know.
No, Richie. Say it as it's so. KZ2, not KZ2, and KC2 said you are. You in there?
They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs.
Well, they really were. They were eating the cats and dogs. And they still do, but just not in Ohio.
Hey Doug, I got a question. I can't. It's not easy to find my live stream, and how do I fix that?
It takes time, Chris.
Yeah, it's going to populate and stuff like that, but it's not hard to find, Chris. The problem is you're trying to do it by your call sign, and your call sign is the name of the video, not your actual username, so it makes it a little bit more challenging to find. I found it pretty quick, mainly because I've watched videos of yours before and so on and so on. So, but it's not impossible. But you know, I don't know if you can put in tags. Doug would be more familiar with that, seeing he's like the romper room of YouTube videos here. But if you can put in tags to kind of point to it in your call sign direction, or change your or update your username or your screen name on YouTube, might be helpful also.
Well, what do you mean? The only videos I have up there is videos of my niece in the Port Jefferson High School play Urinetown.
Yeah, but this ain't the first time you've been streaming, though. We've been to your page before.
I don't think so. I don't remember streaming. These days I'm going to have to get super beta prostate.
Don't laugh at that, Doug. You're not setting a good example for Chris. He needs positive reinforcement.
Well, the stream looks great. It sounds good. It'll come with time. I just hit 20,000 subscribers overnight.
Oh, my God.
20,000. I think YouTube's going to send me like a plaque.
Yeah, who cares? I got 42, and it's all my cousins.
To get money, it's very convoluted. Like, I have 20,000 subscribers, and I think in the last 5 years, I've earned a total of $75.80, of which I cannot even withdraw because you have to get to a minimum of $100 before it lets you withdraw it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, cool. Well, anyway, David got me running with this, and I'm glad it's working. And I think it's fun. It's easy to do. No big deal. KZ2N.
Like I was saying, Doug, my biggest problem now, Doug, is I'm not used to having my audio so I can just talk, you know what I mean? And even when, you guys are talking, I can talk. And that's problematic here because, me, I'll unkey and be like, oh, he's a dumbass. I'll say something when I'm not keying. Now everybody can hear me on YouTube there. So I gotta keep that in mind. I gotta keep reminding myself.
Yeah. It took me a while to get used to it, but remember in OBS, you can just, if you want to talk or if someone comes in the room, you could just click the mute button in OBS on that channel, and then we won't hear anything.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, I figured that part out. Earlier. If you go back, I don't know if it was this video or the previous videos. My wife walked by and I was talking dirty. Then I realized it was being transmitted over.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah, Doug.
Can you do me a favor? Can you shut off NR2 for a second?
Now, is that mine? I don't think mine's the same way, David. You can't hear me unless I key up. You can't hear me, right?
Yes, I set yours up like that because you're running virtual audio, so everything's going through the same source, so you can still do that. Where me, I'm running two separate inputs.
All right, real quick, I just want to get a little audio before without NR2. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello, radio, live on the KZ2N show.
You're not that live.
It's KB2 UKA. All right, back to normal.
Dude, 40 meters is completely dead from one side to the other. It's kind of nice. I'm sitting here. I mean, unless I stretch way out here, it's crazy. Think of how many grown men right now are just sitting in the front of the radios listening to me talk.
Doug, I contoured the AGC a little bit, so now give yourself a listen. KZ2N.
All right, cool. Yeah, no, it sounds good. I'm the only one not live streaming this morning. It sounds very, very good. I'm trying to think. What version? What do you got up there? 3.12. Development 1. Does that say Development 1 or Development 10? Well, I'm running, he updated it again yesterday. I'm running Development 12. No, I don't. So what do you have to do? Do you have to set up two separate open HPSDR folders? Okay. Well, you're booming in, Chris is booming in, Jay is booming in, so I don't know, let's see. So it's 11:30, and I normally only have you at S. It still says there's a minor blackout, but only like 1 dB of attenuation, if that, half a dB of attenuation at 7 megahertz, so we're good.
turn that back up. I was playing with the receive audio and transmit audio. Me playing with the receive here, it's nice because NR2, you gotta. I wish he had more NR2s, NR3s, NR10s. You can update because I found, Doug, different settings for different scenarios is what we need. Like some, so I've been playing like NR4. I use that for more low DX type of stuff, and for you guys, NR2. I have NR2 set up perfect for like local stuff, and NR3 is kind of in between. So I wish I had more to play with for different band conditions, because I don't know if you ever watched that video I made with talking to Marcella and Kurt and all those guys over in Kuwait and over across the pond there. And the band was all over the place, and I was switching between them, and it was nuts the way it was working, but it was pretty incredible.
Yeah, I think I did watch it. It sounded good. I've been staying on NR4 pretty much. And the thing is, which is why I told Chris to shut NR2 off for a second. If I shut NR4 on and off, your audio sounds the same. Like the highs, the EQing sounds the same. So that's why I've been liking it. I'm going to go listen back to Chris's stream real quick, though. KB2 UKA.
Yeah, NR4, I have it set pretty nice where it doesn't really digitize you and all that. It sounds pretty natural. But I still hear a little bit of the static noise. And that's just the way the band is here for some reason. I don't know if you guys are getting the same, but I get this like running static noise here, and it seems to be the band conditions, so it's not much I can do about it.
Quiet here in Delaware, KD3 AFF.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, gentlemen. When you made that comment, all the grown men sitting there listening to you, I chuckled.
Well, there is. I mean, let's be honest. There's a lot of us, and if you're looking at the band and there's not much going on 40, there's a bunch of guys listening. Because I do the same. I mean, that's how I know. I do the same. Especially with those AM guys on 80 meters. I love listening to them. Sometimes they talk a little over my head, but I'll sit there and I listen and sometimes I'm like, I'm going to jump in and say hi, but they talk for like 87 minutes each transmission, and I'm lucky to remember what I said 5 minutes ago.
Hey, I agree. I was going to key up saying, yeah, I'm running N20. No clue what you guys are talking about. KD3 AFF.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, a lot of us are running Thetis. If you're familiar with Thetis, if not, it's a modified version of Power SDR. And if you're not familiar with that, then it's a whole nother problem.
Yeah, we're in a whole nother problem there.
Hey, I've got a comment about Thetis for Doug and you guys.
Well, come on in. Oh boy. Don't tell me. I know who it is. I know the voice. You're driving me crazy. Chaz, what's going on, man?
Yeah, how you guys doing? K2BU. There is a relationship between all those NRs and where you have your automatic AGC set up at.
November 5.
All right, I'm back. KB2 UKA.
Yeah, I've been playing with the AGC a little bit too myself, with the auto and all that. I had it set at the time. I had it set too high, but I've been playing with it. I love it, but it's pretty quiet here for the most part, especially on the higher bands. So it's unnecessary. So it usually stays up above 90.
Well, do you guys run your AGC in the auto mode? If you do, I'll give you a setting you could try. And set up and see how you like it compared to the 4 NRs.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm always open for something new, Chaz. You know how that goes. I'm always open for something new, and I do run it not really on the higher bands, but mainly on the lower bands here.
Okay, I'll make it real quick because I know there's a group of guys in here. Go to DSP and AGC ALC on the second line.
Yep.
All the way to the right in the middle, you'll see a couple settings for AGC, RX1 and RX2. Do you see that?
Yep.
What do you have? What do you have in the 4 boxes?
In the 4 boxes. Hopefully, I'm in the right place here. So we'll say, I have 2, 30, 300, and 300.
Under AGC with automatic noise floor compensation. That's what you're talking about, right, Chaz?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're in the right area. He's got 230, 300, and 300.
5 station, November 5.
And whoever that is, do you want to make a transmission, or are you going to let me talk?
Me? This is Doug, KB2UK. I was just confirming where you were in the menu.
No, not you, Doug. Some 5 in there was calling it.
Yeah, he's real low. I don't know who it is.
Yeah, 235, 303. So 300 and 300 is right on the money as far as I'm concerned. And I have RX1 and RX2 because I use them both either independently or with diversity. And we found the magic number to be 5 and 5. So you're very close. And that does affect the performance of NR, certainly NR2 and NR4.
Okay, yeah, I don't use NR2, so 30 I think might be default. So on that note, but yeah, I had it set to 2, so I changed it up to 5. But yeah, I found 300. It's funny. I found that number the other day, Chaz. I was goofing around with it, and because I had it something else, and it was way out of whack, and I was just sitting there fooling with it. And as you know, I mean, it's hard, especially when you're playing with NR1, 2, 3, and 4. As I was telling Doug, it really depends on the band conditions and who you're talking to, how strong they are, and so on and so on. So I've been trying to find that magic number, but I don't think there's one magic number. I think it all is based on what you're doing or who you're talking to and how strong they are.
Where that number makes the most effect is when you have a noisy band, from lightning static or any kind of QRN. You want that AGC to react quickly if you're going to try the NRs. So that lower number, that 300, where I think the default is like 2,000, that'll allow the AGC to react quicker, and you get less noise with QR dancing. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm actually testing it as we're speaking here, and it does seem a little quieter. It puts the automatic at 77. And I think I was a little higher than that, so I was, not too far off, like I said. But the 3 extra helped. And I'm definitely gonna be playing with NR2 this year because I want to play with the diversity receive, because that's one of the reasons I got this radio. I always wanted to, and I can do it, but the problem is everyone's setup's different. All my antennas go back to the tower. So I have one coax coming back here to the shack. Obviously, that's not going to work. So I'll have to run another line back here so I can go out there and switch between a couple different antennas, because everything is on an 8-position, 8 kilowatt switch out there. So I'll have to pull them off and maybe just run a barrel connector so I can play with diversity.
Right. And just another thought. If you're going to have a receive antenna plugged into RX2 for diversity receive, or even to listen on RX2, make sure you put a receiver protector in there. That way you don't have to worry about your own RF getting back into the ANAN. Go ahead. Okay,
yeah. You know what I just got? I forget the name of the company, but I just got myself a band stop filter here because I was having issues with... It was weird. I don't even know how to describe it. If I shut off the bandpass filter in the ANAN, like my radio would just go crazy. I'd have all broadcast all over every band, 30, 60 over, crazy. So now I do it, I don't get anything. But what was happening before is if I shut, and it doesn't make sense to me, if I shut my HF auto off on 80 or 40, I would hear WBZ and talk radio. It just killed the front end of my radio here. So now I put that in. All that stuff went away. Now I don't have any more problems. But like I said, even with the 30 dB attenuation on the broadcast band, WBC was still giving me 60 over. So I think I'm just too damn close to their transmitters. So that band stop filter I got was incredible. There, over.
Okay, I'm going to get it over to Doug, but check one thing for me. Up at the top, you know where the diversity is and collapse and spelling and or spotting and all that stuff. There's a BPF. Click on that BPF and tell me if either BPF1 or BPF2 has got a check in it.
Yeah, there's no checks in it, but but before I put the bandpass stop in there, if I checked one of those, the radio would go mental. It really would. It would just go crazy. But then if I shut off even without the check marks, if I shut off my HF auto, again, it would go crazy. I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, it was. I think I'm just too damn close to the transmitters.
Oh, that's exactly right. You got a high RF environment, and you'd be surprised how many guys have BPF1 or BPF2 checked by accident. So you have it right, and you're just in a high RF environment. You might want to check your blood pressure.
Oh, yeah, tell me about it. And I'll throw it over to Doug. But, yeah, thanks very much, Chad. And, it's funny. I always hear them talking to you on 20 meters. I'll jump in every once in a while and talk to Randy and those guys. But mainly in the morning time, I listen to them when I'll listen to them talk to Makesh and all that. The other day, I was able to talk to Makesh on 20 meters. He was actually 10 over or 20 over, and I was 10 over and 20 over. And being so close on 20 meters, it was kind of funny because usually I can't hear him at all. They're over.
Well, I know you guys like to talk about ANANs. There's a group of us that get on 40 meters at 3 o'clock on 7135, and then 8 o'clock on 75 at 3615. And then the crazy guys are on at 11 o'clock on, where are we? Either 7147 or 3715. So if you're night owls, come on and join us. We talk about ANANs all the time.
Very good. Go ahead, Doug. Sorry for tying it up. N1DRS.
No. I'm good. That was good timing. I stepped away for a minute. How you doing, Chad? Sounding great. Yeah. That's weird. I clicked the bandpass filter. It does nothing.
Well, you wouldn't know that if you check it. If you're not in a high RF environment, you may be on. You may not have a problem on 40, but trust me, sooner or later it'll show up. You won't believe it.
All right, cool. I don't get a lot of interference here, so this is. I have a very low noise floor. I've been loving the max bin S meter. I feel like it's much more realistic. Like I gotta hold on. Let me unkey. Yeah, on the pan adapter, my noise floor is minus like 134, and that used to be an S8. Now it's S2 or S3. It's just more realistic.
Well, that's a matter of opinion. If you're used to the Thetis meter, that can be a little bit confusing. I tried it like that, and yes, the yes meter is a lot lower, but is it accurate? We all calibrated the S meters at 50 microvolts or minus 73 dBm, and that number goes away if you go to that third dot. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, so what's it doing now? It's taking the peak of the strongest signal and reporting that. That's what I believe it's doing. I could be wrong. I don't have any. Well, I do, but they're very old. I don't have any traditional radios here to compare it to. But I feel like the max bin is more accustomed to a traditional S meter.
Well, the noise floor is certainly going to lower down by about 12 dB.
Yep, Roger. So like on max bin right now, you're S7, but I hear you very loud, which is more, you're probably more 5 over on the traditional meter.
Yeah, I'm not on the ANAN today. I'm on the ICOM, but this new DPD thing that ICOM has generated makes the signal look pretty clean.
Okay, so I just turned on my 101 MP.
Dave's favorite getting delivered here, some Dunkin' Donuts, a nice iced coffee with a splash of cream.
So about an S7.
Sausage wake-up wrap.
Sounds good to me. Go ahead, pass it around.
Damn.
I know you're still in there because I'm watching your live stream. Go ahead.
And Doug, I switch back and forth here between the 101 MP and this radio, and I'll tell you you're peaking S7, S8, S9, and that's exactly what the 101 shows now. Before, man, this Theta software was everybody was always 20 over, so I love whatever the hell he fixed there. Over.
Yeah, Roger, you're peaking S9 also. So yeah, I just feel like I'm using a more accurate S meter.
Oh yeah, it's a huge difference. It really is compared to what we were doing before. It definitely it was so out of whack. Everybody was 5'9", you know what I mean? But now my noise level, I used to always laugh because I'd go over to the 101 or the 7300 or one of those, and I'd have like an S1, S2 noise level, and on the Thetis it would be S9, no matter what. But I can get down there now. It drops down. So is it perfect? But it's a hell of a lot better than it was.
Can you come and fix my radio and make my S meter accurate, David?
Yeah, comment. A comment?
What do I have to do to make it accurate? I mean, other than just say accept.
Yeah, can I jump in a second? Yes, WB2R01. The ANAN S meter is calibrated at 6 dB per S unit. Conventional radios are calibrated at 3 dB per S unit. Everything is referenced to S9. S9 being 50 microvolts at a 50 ohm terminal or minus 73 dBm. And then when you're going below S9, that's where the radios differ. The conventional radios will be 3 dB per S unit. That's why the noise floor is shown to be so much lower than the ANAN. The ANAN is 6 dB per S unit below S9.
Hey, Ron. We were using the new meter that was in his last update, so now we're a little bit more close to that.
Well, I found the calibration to be precise. I did some measurements, and previously I did this both on my Flex and on the ANAN, and it was precisely 6 dB per S unit. So, that's the way ANAN does it. Now, I have the new software, I think. I'm using a 210.3.11. What exactly was changed?
So if you go into your setup and you go to Appearance, and then you go to Meters and Gadgets, and you create a container with the S meters, there's a new S meter called Signal Max FFT Bin. And I'll read it to you. So it's Simon Brown's S meter approach in SDR console. And to your point, it says the original Thetis meters are signal power meters that display the integrated total passband power. In contrast, this meter implementation only uses the max bin within the passband for its reading.
I don't think
so in other words, it takes your peak measurement, and that's what it gives you as your S reading within the passband, not the entire passband.
Okay, I understand that exactly. Okay, fine, yeah, and that's correct.
Digital,
but the S meter is an integrated S meter, and you can prove that by looking at the noise floor. Let's say, for example, you set your bandwidth to 4K, all right, and you just look at the noise floor, and you get a certain reading, and you bring it down to 2K, you'll see that.
Lower this down a little bit here, so you don't hear all that digital noise.
I did some testing on this a long time ago, and it is precise. But They are what you're talking about with the FFT max bin. Okay, that's interesting. Then they're just looking at the signal, the maximum signal, which is totally different. Okay, I understand that.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think the old S meter was inaccurate. I think just from a user experience, it like I said, my pan adapter would show minus 130 noise floor or 132, whatever it is right now. And I'd have an S7 noise floor, and I just that never felt right. Where I'd have the pass band on a frequency with no one talking, and I would show S7 or S8. But then the pan adapter, which is accurate, shows minus 133 noise floor. Now, if I unkey and no one talks, yeah, I'm S2 right now, which I feel like is more accurate.
Very interesting. Okay, Doug. Yeah, by the way, KB2UKA, this is WB2RON, if I could identify myself. That's very, very interesting. All right, fully understand it. I'll take a look at that. And, yeah, perhaps that's the way to go because, the noise floors were always high on the higher bands because, well, it is, but it's like you say, integrated. Okay, just wanted to jump in, throw in my 2 cents. And thanks for the information. WB2RO is clear, and I'll just be on the side.
Sounding good, Ron. And KB2 UKA going running upstairs to grab my Dunkin' Donuts. I'll be back.
Man, this guy's got the life. What do you have, Uber on retainer? I mean, for Christ's sake, man, oh my God, I've never seen so much delivery. But you know what? The 1%ers, you never know. Anyway, Ron, KZ2N, good to hear you in there. And David's out there. Jay was in there. Richie was in there. And then all of a sudden, mid-sentence, that was the last we heard of him. So he's got plenty of radio. Switch it over, Richie. Where did you go? KZ2N, good to hear you guys. Ron, I'm running my live stream on YouTube, so you can look and take a look if you want. And I think you just go KZ2N on YouTube, and you should see like a picture of a bunch of cartoons sitting around a poker table. That's the one, and so it's running live right now, so you could see your signal.
Yeah, okay, Chris, great. I always enjoy that. I didn't know you did live streams. That's good to know. I will definitely check it out. Interesting. Do you guys always come on here on, what is today? Today's Sunday, right? You guys usually come on here on Sunday mornings like this?
Oh, yeah, on all weekend, yes.
So much for 10 being open, huh? Look at that. Nothing. All that stuff. Where's the beam pointed? The beam's pointed into Europe. Let's turn it around, point it down toward South America here, see if we can hear anything. Yeah, I'm not seeing nothing. Well, if it was open, it's not open anymore. Oh well, let's try 20 meters. Well, let's try 15. Another band is open, but not open anymore. And must have took a dip. Let's check. 20 meters. Holy Christ. Did my radio break? I don't see nothing. Oh, I know why. Jesus Christ. Guess it helps if I'm on the right radio, right? Oh, look at that. I guess it helps if I'm on the right antenna. Okay, let's see what's going on.
For contact, 33, good luck, obrigado. Okay. Skill contest, Papa Yankee 2, Queen Tango, Papa Yankee 2, Quebec Tango.
Okay.
Papa Rádio 7, Kilo, Golf, Sierra Papa. Gato 73, quem é outro colega? Quem é outro colega? Skill contest, Papa Yankee 2, Queen Tango, Papa Yankee 2, Quebec Tango.
Okay, what are we doing? Too much power.
Again, please.
Turn that down. That's 18.
Skill contest, Papa Yankee 2, Queen Tango, Papa Yankee 2, Quebec Tango.
Okay, so that's showing 18, but it's really 16 watts.
2 Queen Tango, Papa Yankee 2, Quebec Tango.
Delta 1 Delta Radio Sugar.
Okay?
November 1 Delta Radio Sugar.
November 1 Delta Radio, the 59, Sierra Papa, right?
Okay, a correction on the call. It's November 1 Delta Radio Sierra, Delta Radio Sugar.
Okay, November 1 Delta Radio, 59, Sierra Papa, right?
Delta Radio Sugar, Delta Radio Sugar.
Delta Radio Sugar, November 1 Delta Radio Sugar, 59, Sierra Papa.
Thank you. You're 5'9", I don't know what you need. I'm located in Massachusetts, over.
Okay, mene sector for contact, good luck, obrigado.
73.
Skill contest, TVA contest, Papa Yankee 2, Queen Tango. Skill contest.
Looks like some sort of European, South American contest.
No, contest.
There we go, there's somebody here.
CQ contest, Papa Rachel 1 Tango, Papa Rachel 1 Tango, contest.
Yeah, some
CQ contest. Papa Radio 1 Tango. Papa Radio 1 Tango contest.
Papa 5 Eco India.
CQ contest. Papa Radio 1 Tango. Papa Radio 1 Tango contest.
Papa 5 Eco India.
CQ contest.
Papa Rádio 7 Kilo Golf 59 Serra Papa.
Activity on 15 now compared to not being on the right radio.
KD9 RUE mobile. Was there a RUE mobile?
Kilowatt Delta 9, Romeo Uniform Echo. That's KD9 RUE mobile.
Roger, on the mobile, KD9 RUE. I have a dog named Rue. You're a 5'8" into Fort Custer, US 3310, Michigan, over.
Roger.
That's pretty good. Michigan.
About an hour traveling 75 north.
Stop the beam in that direction.
Okay, well, thank you very much for that 5-5. And Gordon. And operator here is Dan, Delta Alpha November. Gordon,
Yeah, you can see the
73.
beam.
73, Dan.
QRZ.
Come on.
Alpha 5.
Dan won't give his call sign.
I heard a couple stations in there.
Dan, give your call sign.
5 Sierra Hotel, QSL.
QSL, you're 5x9 into Louisiana.
Thank you very much, Charles, for the 5x9. It's 5-9 both ways, my friend, into Park US 3310, Fort Custer, Michigan. Over.
All right, QSL, thanks a lot and have fun.
Thank you, my friend. 7-3.
Okay.
Whiskey 8, Delta Foxtrot, QRZ.
Norway 1, Delta, Radio Sugar.
I heard a couple stations in there. November 1, Delta Romeo Sierra. We've got a 5-8 solid on your signal here at Park US 3310, Fort Custer, Michigan. Over.
Okay, Dan, thanks for the 5-8. You're 5-9, 59 into Massachusetts. Name is David. Over.
Thank you very much, Dave. Name here is Dan, Delta Alpha November. Thanks for hunting us down, my friend, in 7-3.
7-3, Dan. Take care.
CQ for Park
So that was a kilowatt.
QRZ.
And I'm only giving Dan an S8. Dan's running 100 watts. And he's giving me an S9.
Oscar, please stand by. Whiskey 1, Charlie Radio Bravo.
Life of
QSL.
Poda. Yeah. I'll go back to 40 meters.
Ham radio work. KZ2N, this is Chris in Fort Jefferson. So I'm going to say 7-3 and, all right, all my listening audience, because I am a broadcast personality. And there's no denying that at this point. So 7-3 out there and good luck.
Break.
All right, KZ2N, KE1NB. Thank you very much for your time. You sound great. You guys have been sounding great all morning. I've been listening to you all morning long, so you're doing a great job. Thank you for the comeback. KE1MB.
Break.
Where you going, Chris?
Bravo.
I don't know. You know, the wife is coming home today, and you know, from her trip for a week. So gonna take my son. We're gonna, you know, get some milk and cold cuts and, you know, stuff like that for the refrigerator, and you know, get him home, and then I'm on my own again. Remember that Gilbert O'Sullivan? I think it was Alone Again Naturally.
Hold on. You're separated, right?
Well, well, yeah, but no, you gotta do the right thing, David.
No, you don't. What the hell's wrong with you? No, you don't.
Yeah.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Anyway, KZ2N, man, I didn't even think you guys were still out there, but I'm here. And now I put I don't know if you're watching my stream, I put the Mercury Lux PC software there, too.
I'll check it out here in a second, but good evening, good afternoon, everybody. I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. No, I flopped up to 10 meters. Well, Ray called me, so I was on the phone for a few minutes with Ray. He doesn't call me very often, so it's like getting a call from Donald Trump. You got to stop everything in the house here. So I talked to Ray, and then I got back on the radio here. I shot up to 10 meters, and I thought the band was dead. Then I realized I was on the wrong antenna switch, and then I fooled around, checked out 10 for a minute. There's some sort of South American contest going on, so all the guys in Rio and all different parts of South America are having a blast doing their little contest, but I'm not really in the mood for that today. So, popped on 20. I worked a POTR station running about almost 1,100 watts. I got an S8 signal report running 8 full-size elements, and the POTR station gave me an S signal report, S8 signal report, and he was S9. So. Go figure. I guess I don't need power. I just need one of those end-fed antennas.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I'm taking down the beam tomorrow, and I'm going to put up an end-fed, and I'm going to run QRP.
No, you won't.
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
It's too short for QRP. No, I never felt like I needed QRP.